So the approach that I would say right now most people see that is inherently different is the UX. We're super proud about the UX. We actually pushed out the first MVP of the product back in March of 2020 during the pandemic. And it was like right before DeFi hit, and then DeFi hit, and then our MVP became unusable because of all the gas problems and
Yeah.
stuff. So we took that data. We had 40, 50 users on it or something like that. We got it, we got it in front of some people. And then we just started reworking it. When we started reworking it, we realized like one of the biggest problems in the blockchain space, and one of the big reasons it hasn't gone super public at that time and hasn't gained like mass adoption like Instagram or Facebook, was the UX. The UX was, these are the early days, right? 2018, 2019, that's the time that we started to see MVPs and products that were usable, but they're really focused at crypto users. And that's great and all. You have to start off with a really fine niche market and kind of grow from there. But what we're kind of looking at is like long term. Long term, we need this to be able to get this in front of your grandma, in front of people who don't know blockchain, in front of people that don't know what the hell NFTs are, any of this stuff, and they need to be able to pick it up and use it. So what we did was we reworked the whole UI. That took us months and months to do, and a lot of testing with users. And we worked everything, and we integrated all the cutting edge stuff. As soon as Polygon went live, we integrated Polygon within 2 days. Biconomy went up onto mainnet. We took advantage of Biconomy within like the next day. And we used all these different tools that were emerging at the time. And right now, people are they're getting more globally accessible. There's a lot more people onboarding to Polygon now, it's called, and Biconomy with all this gasless meta transaction stuff. Like now, that is hot. We were there at the beginning where there was a lot of issues in development. So I'll say it was a very interesting time to be, whenever you're an early adopter of all these developer tools and stuff. It's always very interesting, but it's also it kind of gives you the lead on a lot of people. So what we really saw that a lot of people didn't see was the UX really needed to be improved for like global platforms that really wanted to like become globally accessible, right? So I think that's one of the key things that makes us different, is that when you open the app, you can create an account. That account is your wallet. It is your identity. It's decentralized. That wallet is used to log you in. You basically just sign some information that proves that you are who you are. You get access to the system. You can create a post, and that post goes into the social graph, and that's it. But the key thing about that is that the underlying technology is all obfuscated. You don't know what's happening. You don't need to have money in your account. It's all completely gasless. And it's all the bells and whistles are really under the hood. They're tweakable. So like anybody that's, knows what they're doing, they can go into, special menus and, go through the menus and really tweak into their liking and stuff. But at the first glance, the first layer that you see, it's heavily focused on the experience and making sure you can derive your own value from what the hell you're doing as quickly as possible. So you can hand the phone to, like I can hand the phone to my mom who doesn't know technology and barely knows how to use Facebook, and she can create an account and create a post, which is an NFT on the blockchain within 2 minutes. That's powerful because you can't see that. You go to OpenSea, you go to Rarible, you have to, you type all this description, you do all this stuff, and it's becoming way easier now. Like you can see everybody progressing and moving along, which is freaking awesome. But at that time, when we started the rework for version 2 after our MVP in March, that was the biggest pain point, is that people couldn't utilize this tech because they didn't, the focus was on the tech. You got to move away from the tech specifically for the user and focus on their experience first. Like we really went heavy on the experience first, and I think that paid off a lot.